Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to Multi-Round. Welcome back to the World Series and another quarterfinals here for you today. And today is a very big one. We've got Big SiZe versus Peace Lover, or Merry as he's sometimes called. I don't know why he's changed his name again. That is so annoying. Down in the south position, we have the orange player with the China infantry. This is Big SiZe. All the way today, facing him in the north position, we have the yellow player, which is the USA Air Force, which is Peace Lover, or Merry. That's so annoying, man, how he's changed his name. All the way through the tournament, I've tried to stick to calling him Merry, because that's what he's been called, and today he's changed his name back to Peace Lover, but on the bracket he's called Merry. It's so annoying. It is so annoying. Down in the south, we've got Big SiZe keeping his CC. Big SiZe should be on form, you know. He's been playing a lot of 1v1s. He's been playing a lot of challenges. Like against Marikar, Fargo. Mainly Marikar, I think. But Peace Lover has been playing a lot too. I played him probably like a week ago, and when I played him, he was actually playing good. So both players are active. And yeah, I'm expecting a very competitive set, in all honesty. First V is out, got a couple of missile defenders inside of it, takes out a minigunner. It's quite a passive style here from SiZe. And that's quite a late war factory as well. This first V here might punish him a little bit, but he has got himself on 3 supplies. Peace Lover establishing a more forward barracks there. And he's doing a good job at hunting these trucks at the moment. Another one goes low there. First one obviously died. That V runs straight into a dozer. Damages itself a hell of a lot and probably needs to take a run at the moment. So it probably needs to run away. But SiZe is, because this war factory is so late, I think he goes down. Yeah, because this war factory is so late. Missile defender actually might get the kill on the dozer. Dozer making a run for it. Needs to be a minigunner there, because that war factory is so late, and he's not actually put that truck back as well. Like a few times in the previous set, I don't know if it was the very last set, just seeing SiZe start a little bit cold, or is it nervous? Remember that set that we did it live, and SiZe actually entered the chat and said he was nervous. But yeah, he's not put that truck back, and he's not made a second truck there. Just kind of left it. But he is getting an oil though. He is getting an oil. Got a V over here now as well. Looks like 2 or 3 missile defenders inside of there. Going to take out another truck. Very slow infantry are going to chase it, but he is taking economic damage. And this one over here, the minigunner, gets denied. But the thing is, SiZe, because he's opened with keeping his CC, and because he's opened 3 supplies, it's a very solid position regardless. You're not going to get hunted. There's still 3 supplies to harass, and he was going for an oil, so that's another place you need to harass as well. TNT gets planted on the V, and that goes down. Mines deployed over on this left supply. It's like about as passive as an infantry you can get, to be honest. Gone for like all the supplies, all the oils in a very late war factory. Kept the CC. Mines on the supply. But actually, it's not looking too bad. It's not looking like he's going to die in the next few minutes or anything like that. Peace Lover grabbing his oil at the top right as well. One dozer here gets picked up. Tanking to get shut down, and this V here is going to put pressure again on these trucks. Big infantry blob here from SiZe. Close down this barracks. It's actually looking pretty good, I think, for SiZe, even though he's still getting harassed here. His trucks are actually repairing because of the free junk repair you get from the repair bay. Another V falls, and yeah, it's just looking like solid SiZe, to be honest, isn't it? Opens with a passive build order and still owns. That is the SiZe that we know. Getting another artillery platform here in the middle. Yeah, SiZe, even though that truck wasn't put back, that was a little bit of a mishap. He's just looking more solid. He's taking more ground now. He's held against those rushes. He's bang even in the XP department. Like when you're against the stronger army, I think that's actually pretty good. Air Force is stronger than him. Maybe you could say depending on the map, because it is probably hard for Air Force to collect from here when there's going to be minigunners all dancing around here. Peace Lover does have flashbangs. Okay, that artillery platform now belongs to Peace Lover, and he's actually pushing with these Vs. This one's very, very injured, though. At risk of going down for sure. SiZe has got some random infantry over here and does take out another V. These Vs are very low. That one included there as well. Search and destroy now in play. This fire base has been abandoned. This fire base is in play, but these minigunners are so hard to hit. Normally, you can just still make a run for it. It's like they're just fast enough to not get hit by the fire base. But I think that one there is dying because it's firing at those, but hitting that one by mistake. It does fall in the end because it's moving slowly. Peace Lover is causing problems down here. And I mean, if he garrisons that with a couple of rangers and that missile defender, SiZe won't be able to clear it very easily. Whether he sends infantry or whether he sends a flamer, it can get laser locked by that missile defender if a flamer does rock up. Got minigunners there in the middle. Peace Lover grabs SiZe's refinery. SiZe is sending an assault troop crawler over here. It's got a massive blob of infantry units in the middle. The problem is, if it goes like past level 3, Pathfinders will be out and then it'd be much more difficult for SiZe. But he is transitioned into MiGs. Weird to say that the China infantry is the one with more air units out, or actually any air units out, apart from obviously the Chinooks. Weirdly, Peace Lover does not have his own refinery. He's actually just opted for SiZe's. And we've got Peace Lover going for a combat Chinook. I don't know, if he put any rangers in there. I wasn't paying attention if there was any rangers going in. But it is on the way to SiZe's base regardless, and it could actually kill these MiGs on the ground. The MiGs are at risk. If that Chinook went straight to it, those MiGs would have been dead. But because he wasn't paying attention exactly where he was clicking it, yeah, it's not died. The MiGs are actually making a run for it. But SiZe hasn't even seen the combat Chinook. He's going to have to keep them flying around in the air now, which is going to be annoying. It would have been much easier if they were on guard mode or on guard air or something. But they're going to keep trying to go back, and I'm going to guess that they're going to be able to land. Although, the Chinook has been shot down. Here comes a... What? Where did the carpet hit? Maybe it killed that supply, or maybe SiZe cancelled it, maybe something like that. You can see where the it's like the firebase has drawn a giant penis on the map. You can see where the firebase has been shooting for sure. Down on the right, we've got Peace Lover owns this oil, so he's actually 2 oils up, but he's not collecting from here. But Big SiZe is actually collecting from here. MiG's still circling around. You could kill firebase, or you could hit the Vs. He's probably more so hoping to hit the Vs. Got Colonel Burton out. Needs to be careful though. If the firebase goes down with Colonel Burton in there, I think he dies. Yeah, he does. You see it actually set on fire. A Chinook brought in. SiZe is going to take down the Chinook, but everything is going to be cleared up. Ultimately, it was actually a drop. Yeah, it's a drop to V around the back. Didn't pay attention to that dropping it. I mean, it's hard to see the yellow and the orange on the map. But yeah, it's dropped to V around the back, but he actually landed straight on the mine, so that didn't work out. But Peace Lover does have a decent amount of Vs. As long as they don't get hit by MiGs, I think he's in a decent position. He's actually bringing in an Avenger. So the MiGs won't do that much damage, but they could if they gang up and hit it on the right time. At the right timing, they could break through that and could kill it. Peace Lover is now level 3. SiZe is level 3. Carpet bomb here for an infantry could be deadly. Got an assault troop crawler in the main base. I think SiZe is maybe 2 ahead, I think he is. But Pathfinders are going to be out soon. But that assault troop crawler is devastating. SiZe is just one solid infantry player, isn't he? He just is. He's not interested in playing a fast rush game like you'll see people do assault troop crawler and a barracks and just rush with loads of tank enters. SiZe's not interested in that. He'll just keep CC, 3 suppliers, couple of barracks, ultra late war factory, still wins. Absolutely crazy. It is looking like a dominating performance from him so far. Peace Lover is going to clear up this stuff in his base, but I feel like he is on a bit of his last legs, really. Which means he's not in a very strong position. Doesn't have very much, does he? He doesn't have more than 2 Chinooks. So actually he does. But they're all collecting on 1 supply, though. It's still effectively 2 Chinooks. He has moved 1 over here, though. So he's collecting on 3. He's still got an oil, I suppose, and he does have an army advantage. So Pathfinders should be out now as well, which should help out things a lot. I mean, that's still quite a deadly army for infantry. Infantry's still got to think carefully about how to deal with that. Because even though it looks like SiZe has got a lot of dots on the map, and he does, like an empty bunker, infantry that can easily be shot down by a Pathfinder, it's not that much, I suppose. SiZe again is once again trying to expand to this supply. He wants to get himself on 4 supplies. Greedy guy. MiG's heading over to the left-hand side. What is he going to kill? There's actually 2 assault troop crawlers moving in there as well. MiG's actually hit the Vs, and that's a very decent hit. Killed 2 Vs. I think some of them there were vetted as well. Laserlock comes in on the assault troop crawlers, but they both are still alive, and they're going to repair as well. And that's another 2 Chinooks there going down. Yeah, very nice from SiZe. Very, very nice. He does crack open this assault troop crawler, but there's no Pathfinders out, which I'm very confused about. Pathfinders are out now, but the V's are running into the minigunners. SiZe not paying attention anyway, though. Is now, turns around. Carpet bomber is coming in, and it's going for the mix. Base is slowly being cleaned up, but a mine drop straight in front of the war factory and the barracks. The problem with putting them both so close together like that. The V's still chasing these minigunners. Eventually, it will be cleared up. Is all getting cleared up. Spectre on the MiGs, and they're going to land as well. That's devastating there for SiZe. Airfield full of MiGs goes down. He has no MiGs out right now. So all Peace Lover has to do, I'm going to say all, he just has to hold now with Vs. But SiZe is trying to remake an airfield. Maybe SiZe, like, instead of some of their MiGs, should have made 1 helix and, like, gone around the side like that. That would literally just kill Peace Lover, I think. Or you could at least, like, sneak in and kill the oil or something like that. So Peace Lover trying to push out. Doesn't have very many units, though. Just 2 Vs and an ambo. Flame has actually come in and killed that 5-ace. The 5-ace wasn't alive, though. It was only like a 70% 5-ace, was it? Or less than that, maybe? It's actually moving in and repairing as well. SiZe is going to get in, but it's going to get killed eventually. Vs are in the base. We've got a Lotus capturing, or disabling a V from behind the CC. Insane. I thought you were going to disable that one then. This airfield is going to be stopped, but SiZe already has another airfield. It's got 2.5k in the bank as well. Yeah, mainly ranges here, which is a bit of a problem for Peace Lover. I think he needs some more punch in this fight. Like at least 3 more missile defenders instead of them rangers. Them rangers are actually pointless now. MiG's going in, slowly clearing up the Vs. Does have the MiG armor upgrade, and actually that ECM saved the MiG from another shot. Didn't save its life, but it saved it from another shot at least. More MiGs coming in again. Shot the rangers though. A bit confused about why it didn't hit that V or that. Like shooting the rangers there was pretty pointless, I think, for SiZe. Another V runs into SiZe's army. Peace Lover's still giving it a good go, and he still has his oil, and has finally got an Ares refinery as well. Artillery coming in from SiZe. Oh, if that's there, man, that's bad. It is. I think it is. Yeah. Could have been better. You could have killed 3 Vs there, but you killed the barracks and 5 MDs or something like that anyway, so you'll still take that as the infantry for sure. Peace Lover's actually ahead in XP. Still not enough Pathfinders around for Peace Lover, otherwise this would be cleared up much, much easier. Like, all of that now would just be instantly dead to a Pathfinder. Carpet bomb comes in from Big SiZe and wipes out a ton of buildings. I've seen SiZe in this position so many times before. I've also been on the receiving end of this from Big SiZe, just when he's just bombarding you with all the support powers and stuff like that. It's such an annoying position to be in. I'm just confused why there's no Pathfinders though. That's the only thing. All of that then would have been shot down with the Pathfinder. These wouldn't be able to make it into that bunker now. It's such a game changer. Like, it's not like Peace Lover's ever had like close to 0 gas. She's had like 3 or 4k every time I look. Spectre gunship on the airfield once again. And here comes Mine Drop from SiZe. I thought it could be an EMP, but it's actually not level 5, so it can't be an EMP. And Peace Lover is putting pressure on this bunker. Bunker does go down. Avenger putting in some good work fighting the missiles, but Lotus has captured the CC. SiZe might actually come in and hunt him now. I don't know if SiZe often does that, though. Like, yeah. If it was Xcal, yeah, CC would be captured, and then he dozers would both be gone in literally 2 seconds. This is big SiZe. Does he do that, or is this just more of an annoyance? I think Lotus is going to go down now to the Pathfinder. V's run straight into the mines that he just saw deploy. That's his whole army, basically. He's only got 1 V left now. Lotus still making a run for it. Pathfinder has not found her. And Lotus is going to chill in this corner. So as soon as that CC is remade, he can actually capture that again. Peace Lover in a bit of a desperate situation, going for a desperate move, which is a big drop of Vs. I say big. He's dropping all 2 of his Vs. Left 1 back at home, but EMP comes in and kills 2 Chinooks. This has got SiZe's game and SiZe's name written all over it. There's no chance here for Peace Lover, I'm afraid. He's even getting wrecked just by the artillery platform. Lotus has captured the CC again, and it actually belongs to SiZe because he's disabled it. Oh, big SiZe is having fun. He's disabled the CC with EMP and then captured it. What a legend. Is he going to be a true legend and start making an Air Force base? No, he's going to sell it. I mean, yeah, if he started doing that, it could end up throwing you the game, because you got to invest like 2k in a CC over here somewhere, and you got to spend a K on a dozer, 800 on a power plant, 2k on a supply, and by the time you spent all that, you spent all your money and you might have lost the game. So yeah, it's still nice though from SiZe the way he got that, and the support powers just come raining in, man. Peace Lover is getting absolutely destroyed. Yeah, it's a very, very impressive performance, to be honest. Like, not many people open with that build order. If you actually sit and think about it, would you ever open with a CC, a barracks, 3 supplies, and then a very late war factory and an oil cap as infantry? Would you ever have the balls to do that? It's like basically only SiZe that does it. Okay, here comes the fuel air bomb. Both players level 5. Finally, we see a Pathfinder in action. Fuel air bomb is very nice. Very, very juicy. And with the support powers, you know, you could actually take out their MiGs. It's the only airfield he has now. I'm a bit confused why SiZe is not going for a Helix, though. Because a Helix could just walk in the base now and annihilate him. Yeah, I mean, the game's over anyway. But I suppose in the end, SiZe didn't actually have that much. We've got 4 MiGs and a blob of infantry, and that is it in terms of units. Okay, he's got the artillery platforms, but they're just the capturable, like, defense. And he had his oil, and did he have any supplies left apart from that one that just got fuel air bombed? But anyway, in the end, there's kind of not many units left there for SiZe, but either way, he gets the win with what I consider to be the weaker army. I think the support powers of Air Force just make it so strong. So yeah, 1-0 there for big SiZe. Okay, then jumping into game number 2. Peace Lover under a bit of pressure here to make sure he gets the win. He doesn't want to start 2-0 down in the World Series quarterfinal, no doubt. Up in the north, we have the orange player with the USA Air Force. This time is big SiZe. Down in the south, we have the China infantry player with the Sign Killer, which is Peace Lover, otherwise known as Mary. Are we going to see a copycat build here from Peace Lover? So far looking quite similar, keeping CC barracks in roughly the same position. Some people think, well, if I just lost to that, then then surely SiZe will be able to lose to it as well. It looks like mostly he is going to copy it. He's sending a minigunner down to the bottom right. SiZe going for War Factory and a barracks. I just feel like if you copy a build order against an expert player, SiZe is gonna realize what's up, is gonna realize the situation, he's gonna be able to react to it better than you did in the previous game. That's my general feeling. For the most part, that's the way things go. Double barracks, CC keep, oil cap again into a third supply. Minigunner and a tank hunter. The next couple of units to be made. Tank hunter over to the left. He has literally copied it exactly and grabbing the oil there as well. Thing is, he's gonna get a massive boom. I actually might steal this myself. Might actually have to steal this myself. First V is coming through. Does take some damage. He's going to head all the way to the bottom right. If he puts one MD in there, it's going to cause problems. Can kill the refinery. Don't know if he can quite outrange the oil. But SiZe is pushing deeper and deeper into the base. He is losing HP on this V, going a little bit too close to the trucks at times. And he's left an MD behind here. He could laser lock that now, which he is doing. Yeah, Peace Lover has literally copied it. He's literally copied it. Apart from the war factory's been built down here because these other dozers got took out. Yeah, two expensive losses, really. You think a dozer's not really worth much because it's kept the CC anyway. But they are $1,000 losses. And that's at least 3-4 trucks have gone down now. The SiZe is punishing the economy here of Peace Lover. Despite the crazy eco boom, he's now grabbing the refinery. SiZe looking like he wants to get the oil. He's upgraded to the tow upgrade very, very quick. To the tow missile very quick. Unloads another MD. Could lose a truck here again. That truck shouldn't have been brought around the corner. Honestly, yeah, shouldn't have been brought around the corner. Missile defender goes down and the V goes down to the artillery platform. Next wave of Vs is ready from SiZe. If I was Peace Lover now, you obviously need to be thinking about getting them trucks back. And that is a hell of a lot of damage. You're still not collecting on these 2 back supplies. But you need to be getting a lot of tank hunters out now. Need to be a big blob of tank hunters here and here to stop this wave of Vs coming in. Because if they come in, start running around the back of the base, it's going to cause so much damage yet again. SiZe is well ahead in XP, 700 XP. And now about to push into the base. But is Peace Lover stabilizing? He's still not got any trucks here. I think he's a little bit torn. Does he spend money on trucks now and leave fewer units out? And then takes more damage? Or does he remake the trucks and then takes even more damage because he's got no units out to defend this? One of the outposts there goes cracked open. He is left a little bit low. Does feel a little bit laggy here. I checked like 1 or 2 screenshots from when these guys played and I think it was like 17 ping when I saw it. But it doesn't mean there's like lag spikes. That was quite like a slow unload there from SiZe. Does make me think a little bit of lag came into it. Yeah, SiZe trying to get into the base now. He's going to run into a bunch of infantry units and here as well. Loses 1V. Loses second. And that's actually a really nice pick-off. Now, halves the amount of Vs there. SiZe behind this has gone for an airfield, a power, and a strat. Basically everything. He's going for everything. SiZe looking like he wants to grab this artillery platform. Yeah, it's a very important building to get, to be fair. If he does grab that, it'll make things a lot harder there for Peace Lover, but if Peace Lover saves it, it's still going to be difficult for SiZe. SiZe loses another V. And the infantry here has cleared up another V. Looking pretty good there for SiZe. He does have Search and Destroy now, so he should be able to outrange most of these things. Peace Lover going for an airfield deep in the back of the base. Outpost gets shot by King Raptor. I like that from SiZe. The transition to the Raptors. We've got a carpet bomb headed into the base. Nice kill there on the outpost. Carpet bomb comes through and it's going to kill the war factory and damages the supply. Would have been perfect if it killed the supply as well. War factory now being built for Peace Lover down in the bottom right. I don't know if 2 Raptors is enough to kill an airfield, is it? No. It's a bit weird there from SiZe. He would have been better finishing off that supply or like hunting a dozer and killing some trucks or something. Bit weird. A lot of infantry pushing in the top right of the map. Firebase taking a bit of damage. V's taking a bit of damage. But they are going to repair. Peace Lover continues pressing into the base. And SiZe under a bit of pressure now all of a sudden. King Raptor's coming in to help, but King Raptor falls. And another one falls as well. And now the MiGs are in play. No black napalm. But SiZe is taking a hell of a lot of damage. He's lost so many units in his last couple of seconds. It was looking really, really good for him, but Peace Lover just out of nowhere came with 2 blobbers of infantry and has taken down almost every single V. Look at how many low Vs there are here. SiZe instantly needs to get them repaired and then back out on the field. But now napalm is going to be ready soon. Turns out this copycat build order working out after all. The SiZe now with a split fire on the trucks. Yeah, SiZe has done a very good job at keeping the economy quite low for Peace Lover. Split fire in the trucks there. He killed, like, with the first V, he killed, I think, 4 trucks, which then weren't remade for ages. Napalm now is in play. I think he's going for the strat. Does get the strat, but he's probably going to lose some MiGs for it. I think 1 MiG for the strat is 100% worth it. You would definitely take that. Because you're gaining the XP. You're taking away the 20% range of big size. Yeah, take away his intelligence, take away his carpet bomb. Definitely worth it. Not to mention the value for money, like a MiG is 1200. You're on an extra supply as well, so you can probably even afford slightly negative trade-offs because you're on an extra supply. Much more difficult for the air to expand here. But yeah, MiG's worth 1200, the strategy center worth 2500. So of course, it's worth it economically. Big size, very good at picking off buildings with King Raptors though, just apart from that weird hit on the airfield before. But he did take out a supply just here on the right-hand side just now. And SiZe is getting those V numbers back up. He's got an Avenger in play. He's got 2 Ambos. Building versus building over here on the right-hand side. And SiZe has had enough for the artillery platforms. Just decides to go for the kill on it with 3 King Raptors. Takes it out immediately. But there's a lot of MiGs coming in. And that's going to be on the Vs. Only kills the Avenger, but does manage to pick off an ambulance as well with the 2 pretty full outposts. But if SiZe has got that strategy center back up now, and if he's got that carpet off cooldown, it could hit the MiGs whilst they're on the ground. Will that happen, and how close is that carpet? King Raptors are actually on the move again. Split fires the infantry and kills the supply once again, and SiZe is racking up the XP in the bank. MiGs are back in the air. It's basically battle of the air forces at the moment, isn't it? MiGs versus Raptors. MiGs coming in once again. Does kill 3 there for just 1. Did even 1 MiG fall? Or did I imagine that? I don't know, that was pretty nice. That was very nice. And there's a big blob of infantry now right on top of these Raptors. If there's a Pathfinder in play, there is. Are any Raptors going to go down? 1 Raptor. There's another outpost here, but with that Pathfinder again, and these decently placed fire bases, looking nice for SiZe, I think. Bunkers get taken out. King Raptor is taken out. SiZe leading the way with the XP by a lot. Peace Lover does have level 3 as well. He should have carpet and artillery. Carpet is now coming. Is that going to be between there? That could be deadly. If it's between there and gets all their MDs as well, could be very juicy. SiZe not moving his stuff at all. Just not interested in moving any of his stuff. Takes out the barracks, the dozer. MiGs on the right. Take out the fire base. Big 200 XP boost. Artillery now coming for Peace Lover. Yeah, SiZe's main unit here are the King Raptors. They're just flying around and causing devastation. Got like a Vet 2. 2 Vet 2s here. Yeah, and Peace Lover at the moment doesn't really have an answer for it. King Raptor takes out the dozer there on the right-hand side. Ooh, that's nice. That is very nice. Rare to see that, actually. The control fire on the side took it out, but all the MiGs punished. $4,800 for that one. You have to question if that one was worth it or not. Because Peace Lover at the moment doesn't have many units left, and he's just lost his 4 MiGs. SiZe is ahead in money. You probably would say those MiGs are causing more than $4,800 worth of damage. And you do get the XP for the kill, so maybe it is worth it. But I think SiZe might just be in too strong of a position here. I think Peace Lover really needs some decent support powers, like a decent mine drop on top of these Vs. Another carpet, another artillery to stand a chance, I think. Because those MiGs are going to be expensive to replace. Peace Lover's pulling some of his 95 trucks down from the bottom left. SiZe wants to get this artillery platform once again. MiG's coming in. Does not have the MiG armor upgrade, so he's going to lose MiGs here. When they otherwise could survive. V's now pushing in for SiZe. He has killed 3 of Peace Lover's trucks so far, but the MiGs are back in the air. Half of the V's have gone down. V's now pushing deeper onto the airfield. There are mines in play. With the MDs unloaded in front, should be able to take out the MiGs. Bit of a suicide for the V's. Every single V has now been cleared. And ultimately, that's actually pretty good for Peace Lover. Did he even lose 1 MiG? Don't even think he lost 1 MiG, but the whole V army there of SiZe has been cleared. He is floating 16k though. I think he is in that comfortable position again, where he just thinks he's won. And he may well have won. He may well have won. Peace Lover still has an oil and refinery though. Still can get this supply. Needs to get subliminal mesh in though. If you had the ECM, you should have got a subliminal mesh in, because these will heal like twice the normal rate. King Raptor's back in action, and these outposts get busted open. All the infantry now loose. Some of them even died inside of the outpost. 5 Ace does get cracked open. A lot of MiGs still for Peace Lover, and he's got 8.7k somehow. I suppose the MiGs are cheaper, aren't they? Because of the refinery, 10% discount on all of them. So all of them prices, I said before, MiGs are 10% cheaper. King Raptor's coming in again, but they're not achieving much against these ECMs. Here comes a carpet bomb from Peace Lover. Is that going to take out the war factory this time? I think it will. If it doesn't get killed by the V's. Ooh, it's going to be close yet. It does take it out. Does take it out. Yeah, SiZe floating 19k. But, I mean, it's still not looking 100% certain for SiZe. Like, it looks comfortable. But is it floating 20k comfortable in the World Series? He definitely does it on purpose. 100%. I think he doesn't feel any threat at the moment. I think he just thinks this game is won. But he is losing V's. But he's making Peace Lover struggle for this. He's losing MiGs here for V's. They're more expensive than the V's. Yeah, I mean, these V's killed some stuff, but not a lot. SiZe rebuilding his war factory. He's collecting a lot of money here, and he has the supply lines upgrade, so he's getting 10% more cash from all these collections, whereas the opponent is not. It's something I actually suggested for China. Should China get the 10% extra as well? Should there be like an upgrade from the propaganda or something? Where it's like improved efficiency on the trucks or something like that? Well, those MiGs did a bit of a dance there. Yeah, should it be like improved efficiency on the trucks or something like that? Or basically every time you collect or every time you get it from the oil, you're getting 10% more. Because another advantage, if you have a look at that oil, it's getting $220, whereas that one's only getting $200. So all these minor things add up, and in the long run, USA is better in the longer games. A bit unfair for China, I think. Yeah, SiZe losing a lot of Chinooks here. The King Raptors are still circling. I mean, as long as that oil and refinery is still in play, the economy's still pretty okay, I think, for Peace Lover. King Raptors now coming in. This will take big SiZe to level 5, I believe, and it's going to kill a load of MiGs. Oh, that's painful. That is painful, man. Because those MiGs didn't even need to land. They could have just carried on circling until that was rebuilt. I think SiZe is just having fun at this point. The building's just getting picked off. King Raptor here might be able to die. Does die. And that's fuel air bomb from SiZe. Going to take out a supply in the war factory and a load of trucks. Yeah, absolutely devastating. Did the ECM go down as well? No. Could be Peace Lover's last big attack, really, because what does he have behind this? Like 2 MiGs. Could be his last big attack. SiZe still floating a crazy amount of cash. MiGs, did they need to come in and hit that V? They've not been better circling here. SiZe's going to lose some Chinooks here unnecessarily, and a carpet bomb's going to take out the airfield. Is SiZe going to throw the game? That is the big question. Because it's still not 100% certain, is it? Like, imagine a minigun drop shows up in your base, EMP, carpet, an artillery all rock up. It's still possible. It's not like an unlosable situation. He's still got 4 MiGs. He's still got this beast of an army. And like, if SiZe is trying to show off by floating 20k, I'd be more interested in him showing off by not losing Chinooks. That he just had 3 collecting there that he could have easily moved. But he didn't. Is that an EMP? It's going to disable the Vs. Disables 2. And there's a mine drop in front of the war factory. Okay, that's a nice hit. That is a nice hit on the firebase. It was disabled anyway, but there was Pathfinders there. And now they are 100% dead. Pathfinders. Oh, there's 1 left here. There could be some in this army. Peace Lover needs to move deep into the base. Needs to be careful of support powers, though. Could be Leaflet. A10, I think, was recently used. But Peace Lover basically needs to win with this. We've got Colonel Burton in the base. Might get shot by the MiGs. No. Nah, I think Peace Lover's lost because the MiGs, the airfield has been taken down. So as soon as they get cracked open now, a Pathfinder will clear it up, and that is it. Yeah, that's it. GG for Peace Lover. Actually, kind of possible there for a second. But Colonel Burton back at the base. SiZe knows best. If he floats 20k, is probably one. Stick your money on Big SiZe. Yeah, 2-0 for Big SiZe. GG, well played. But yeah, I'd be more impressed rather than floating 20k and trying to show off. Just move your Chinooks, because like losing 3 Chinooks completely unnecessarily kind of just like I don't know, counteracts that you're trying to show off with the 20k. Like, I'd just rather you just move the Chinooks, if you get what I mean. Anyway, on to the next. Okay, jumping into game number 3 down in the south of Oil Rampage by TK Leo. We have the orange Tox player. This is Big SiZe. Up in the north, we have Air Force making an appearance once again with the purple player, which is Peace Lover, or as it's called in the bracket, Mary. So yeah, I think Peace Lover's very familiar with this map, probably more so than SiZe, although SiZe has been playing it more and more often. Initially, he hated it. He even told me it's like one of the worst maps ever. But I think he is adapting to it, and he is becoming better and better on it. He has already gone for double barracks, which you pretty much never see GLA. Maybe apart from on Liquid Gold, you rarely see them do that. Looks like he's skipping a terrorist, so a dozer drop here would absolutely screw him for sure, but Peace Lover is not paying attention and not reacting to it. He has made a terrorist now, but certainly a dozer could be already dropping here. And at least keeping SiZe busy, making him slower, getting his rebels into positions, keeping him distracted, because you could argue that you don't need 2 dozers at this point in the game. They're not doing anything, especially that one. So I think, yeah, you could have dropped off a dozer and then also started capturing some oils. I think that could be useful. Peace Lover's going for a V drop though. Technical comes in, gets blocked by the dozer, but a terrorist is unloaded and goes down to the dozer, takes the dozer and the technical with it. And Peace Lover going for this V drop. He might be able to run over some rebels, but there is a technical already here. Is he going to get the Hellfire? Because if he does, that will start hitting the technical. V-drop is coming in. It's a shame, really, he didn't stop the rebels. I feel like there was an opportunity to do that. At least run over that one, for example. But he is keeping SiZe a little bit distracted, but SiZe is already applying pressure to this oil. Chinook is taking a lot of damage and the V's getting cleared up. It's already looking pretty positive, I think, for SiZe there. And I think if there is a little bit of a lag and a little bit of a delay, I think that plays into the favor of the Tox as well. Yeah, Peace Lover not looking strong here in the third game, and I think after being 2-0 down, you really do need to start strong, especially now you've got the strong army once again. The Air Force. SiZe is taking out 1 oil. A V harassment definitely wasn't worth it, in my opinion, to lose a Chinook and a V, along with Hellfire as well. I don't think is worth it. SiZe applying pressure to the oils over on the right side as well. Needs to be careful not to lose HP on these Vs. Tunnel goes down, but at the cost of some of the HP on some of these Vs. SiZe definitely got an opportunity here to kill another oil. It's going to pop a load of quads probably from the right side. Yeah, looking pretty bad for Peace Lover. Like, if this goes into the late game now and SiZe gets buggies, he can just kind of chill. He's gone back inside of his tunnel. He probably thinks that those Vs are going to push the tunnel, and they are. The quads are just eating these Vs. It indicates there is a bit of a lag here. The quads do so good against Vs in the lag. It's a completely different game. Like with 10 latency, Vs just eat quads all day. But with a little bit higher latency, suddenly the quads wreck the Vs. So it's honestly a completely different game when there is a delay. Palace is being built by SiZe over on the left. That's the third oil that's gone down. SiZe is completely controlling this game. The little bit of aggression Peace Lover tried to do, SiZe will also shut that down. And yeah, Peace Lover's going to have to pull an epic comeback, I feel, because it's looking like a 3-0. And I think SiZe with Air Force, I can't see him really losing with Air Force as well. So you're probably looking at a 4-0. If we're to read a little bit into the future, I may say that's a bit premature, but even another V is going to fall here. Okay, a little bit of a V push for Peace Lover here. Now heading over to this left-hand side mountain. But what is SiZe going to get with that technical? Is that just a distraction? It's a TNT. And he's going to go for this safe oil in the back, and I think he's going to get it. There is a V on the way, but I don't think he's going to stop those terrorists in time. Ooh. SiZe messed that up a bit there, didn't he? If 3 Tox terrorists attack it in the same position, then the third one will die. The first 2 will kill the third one, and then some kind of a weird explosion happens, and all the terrorists die, and doesn't do the maximum damage. That's exactly what happened there. SiZe now pressing with the quads over on the right-hand side. Laser lock comes in, but I feel like the MDs are going to be broken through. SiZe is actually focusing on the wrong stuff here. He should be focusing on the MDs that are laser locking his squads, but instead he was targeting on an MTV, I think. Buggies are now out for Big SiZe. Poppy Bomb comes in. Doesn't achieve a hell of a lot. Kill the barracks and damage some of the buildings, but other than that, doesn't really achieve that much. Peace Lover has evened the oils up a little bit. He's now taken out 2. Both players have got all their tech buildings, refinery, oil, stuff like that. I think the combat Chinook has been detected by SiZe, and he is pushing now with a lot of quads. I think these quads are going to die, though. Maybe that was a bit of a bad attack there from SiZe. Don't think Peace Lover lost absolutely anything there at all. And I think the combat Chinook has been detected. Maybe SiZe should have just kept some of them quads back in the base and just attacked with buggies. Maybe that would have been better. He's probably trying to get AP ammo now and worker shoes. He's got worker shoes, of course, prioritizing the right thing. Nice A10. Kills both of these tunnels. Combat Chinook now moves in and is going to land in front of the buggies. Oh, Peace Lover is in panic mode, man. He's not even loaded up his combat Chinook. Oh, SiZe has got to be laughing at that, man. He literally landed in front. He's probably typing now. He's literally gone AFK for a second. Okay, Jean-Michel is in the mix. Peace Lover is actually weirdly ahead in XP. I think it's mainly all them quads that died, you know? SiZe floating 9.5k. Combat Chinook now in the mix, but just runs into a load of quads. AP ammo in play. Combat Chinook dies. Yeah, some bad Combat Chinook, man. It really is. Yeah, I still think from the beginning there should have been a dose drop as well from Peace Lover. He could have dropped like 3 ranges in the back here, captured all these buildings, and then distracted SiZe with the dozer drop. He could have dropped a few MDs and a dozer off, laser locked any potential technicals, and then made loads of rebels to capture all the buildings. Would have kept SiZe distracted for so long. You see it quite often, like from Marikar, for example. Yeah, big SiZe being a big thorn in Peace Lover's side at the moment. Over on this right-hand side. He does not want to be cleared from this position. And these Vs are having real trouble going into that little choke point there. Is Peace Lover just going to move out? He doesn't have an ambulance in this army at the moment. He has 2 back here, though. Could just try and move out and try and go for a counter-attack. But I think he's scared of the counter-push there from SiZe. Spectre gunship comes in. Takes out an oil in the middle of SiZe's base. SiZe has got a decent amount of markets down in the bottom right. Peace Lover very hesitant to move out. He's got plenty of drop zones though. Needs to repair that oil that got TNT'd ages ago. Wow. Buggy's very nice from SiZe. He's got all the upgrades there as well. That's how quickly they are deleting the buggies. Sorry, the Vs at the moment. Carpet Bomb comes in from the right. That's nice because I think he was expecting the counter-attack there on the right. Not quite sure how full some of these Vs are. They're actually very empty. There's only 1 full V, so I'm not quite sure what you were planning on achieving there.
Unit lost.
I think, is he going for the Combat Chinook transition? Just wants to end the game like that, but I don't think it's going to work. I think SiZe is always making a decent number of quads to stop any of that. He's on 3 arms dealers anyway, so even if he did overcome that army there, SiZe would instantly build three more quads and then cut those Combat Chinooks, break for another 3, and get in SiZe's base. Don't think so. Particle cannon being built. King Raptor is up from Peace Lover. But yeah, still these Vs are quite empty. They're taking their time killing these quads because of that. Just 1 quad there took ages to go down. Fire base now being built on the right side. Yeah, SiZe might be even a little bit more aggressive now he's seen a particle cannon. A10 comes in. Kills 1 tunnel, but it will be rebuilt there. King Raptor's now been put to use. He's killed 2 tunnels, but they're only down to the hull. They're going to be rebuilt. And he lost the King Raptor for that. So the King Raptor even costs more than a tunnel killed. So yeah, Buggy's still doing some nice work. King Raptor comes in. Does not split fire. It's not worth it. 1 King Raptor for 1 Buggy. It's not worth it. Rebel ambush from the back. Forces the Vs into the mouth of the quads. And a lot of Vs are going down here. SiZe is looking pretty formidable in this match. It's looking like a 3-0, isn't it? It is looking like that. Colonel Burton just runs into a Tox tunnel. SiZe really wants to push on this right hand side. He's running into a fire base. He should be able to break through it though pretty easily. Some high veterancy on these quads. Quads do continue the push forward. Combat Chinook comes in. Taking a lot of damage though from these quads. Ah, man, these combat nukes has not been ideal for Peace Lover, have they? He's leaving the vetted quads alive. They're just turning the cannon around and just hitting the combat nuke. It goes down so quick. And Peace Lover has been defeated. Yeah, GG. Well played there from SiZe. Very, very solid. Does feel laggy though, you know, the fact that quads are always winning against the Vs, but can't be helped. I know SiZe doesn't lag, for example. Is it something to do with Peace Lover? I don't know. I played Peace Lover before and it seems pretty fast when I played him, but maybe when you've got 3 people in there, maybe it's laggy. But yeah, on to the next. Okay, jumping into the next match. Up in the top right, we have the Orange USA Air Force player, which is BiG SiZe. Down in the bottom left, we have the GLA Tox with the cyan color, which is Peace Lover. So yeah, Peace Lover under a lot of pressure at the moment. I think about Peace Lover is that outside of the expert players are like BiG SiZe, Boyka, Fargo, me, Shay isn't one. Who else did we have enter the tournament? Scuba is an expert player, but outside of those players, the next couple in line is probably like Shay, and also probably Peace Lover. So yeah, he's very, very good and very, very close to it. But how many times has he beaten SiZe in a tournament or a set? I think like in the last month or so, I think he did beat SiZe. In a challenge, a sponsored challenge or something like that, but I think it might be only one time. So yeah, is that one time enough to give him the confidence here to knock him out of the World Series? Because so far looking like all the confidence is with BiG SiZe. Those are on the right hand side. Gonna go for the crush on a worker, but does not achieve its goal. There is an airfield up for SiZe, so that first technical, would imagine, should go down to the first King Raptor, I think. It's not a Comanche build, it is a King Raptor. Slight issue though is a couple of rocks on the airfield. Might have a problem with taking off. King Raptor is out. Technical gets shut down. Does not secure that building. Would have been nice to put a top treble in that technical and then secure that for yourself. That would have been nice. I think so far it's actually not looking too bad for Peace Lover. Just doesn't want to let them V numbers get up when the War Factory is made and let them Raptor numbers get up. But if he pushes now with a load of units, he could maybe do some damage. That technical on the airfield is going to cause some problems. He's going to get vetted now, and he's going to take out that one even faster. Probably get vet 3 now. Yeah, he's got vet 3 from killing those two, and all of a sudden SiZe has no units apart from just what is made out of the barracks. He's got no War Factory in sight just yet. Peace Lover with a copycat style again. Same tunnel position over on the right side, hitting the oils with the RPGs, just the same. But he is doing a better job at denying SiZe getting the oils. Actually, did Peace Lover get them oils in the previous game? I don't know if he did, actually. SiZe actually gone for a Comanche now. And if a load of quads show up now with these RPGs, you have to imagine those Comanches are not going to be able to do it. Missile defenders coming in with the laser locks. So far, SiZe is holding, and I mean, you have plenty of cash on this map, so those missile defenders are going to be a never-ending stream out of that barracks for sure. Over on the left-hand side, SiZe building more and more fire bases. He's also got himself this supply. But another tunnel can be built more further forward this time for Peace Lover. Peace Lover behind this does have what looks like all of his oil, so his macro is on point, and he's got himself a third supply. Third arms dealer going up, and Palace is already on the way. So it's actually looking very good, I think, for Peace Lover. SiZe is getting those V numbers up, but load of quads going to push now. Laser lock comes in, but I think still the missile defenders are going to go down. There's a couple of rebels in here as well. A lot of RPGs still, and they're focusing down the Vs when they come too close. Quad kind of makes his way into the back, but I think that Comanche will die. Yeah, just a one quad. You need the Comanches in the numbers to be strong with all the upgrades, like the countermeasures, and the stealth ability. But is SiZe stabilizing here now, or is Peace Lover just focusing elsewhere? For now, it does look like he is focusing elsewhere. He's going to go and push on this left-hand side, but I'm not sure that's the greatest attack. Does decide to evacuate from that position, but did lose 3 or 4 quads for it, for pretty much nothing. SiZe is getting the scary number of V numbers up. And he's got his strategy center on the way, so with Search and Destroy, these tunnels will be easier to clear, and especially now that those two are more further forward than what SiZe had before, because he kind of had this awkward spot before, whereas these two should be more clearable by Search and Destroy Vs. SiZe has to sell the supply on the right. Get some veterancy here on the quads. Technical out for Peace Lover, as well as Jarman is now out, but it's been detected straight away. Search and Destroy is deployed. Beacon on it. And the quads on this right-hand side are causing problems, just like in the previous game. Jarman Kell going to work with no Pathfinders from SiZe because he's not level 3 yet. Jarman Kell will be having a decent time. Have a pop here from Peace Lover and 2 Vs. Oh, he could have finished that one. It would have been even worth sacrificing 1 quad for that, I think. But he's got buggies here now. Is he just going to be able to just win the game here with the buggies and the quads? I think he will be able to, because SiZe is really struggling with this. He needs a carpet bomb. Carpet bomb really could change this. He is level 2. Have we not seen a carpet from SiZe? Yeah, SiZe is slowly clearing this position. At least these tunnels are getting weakened. SiZe is now level 3. Spectre gunship is heading down to the bottom right. Can you kill an oil in a refinery in 1? I don't think you can. I think you hit an oil and it will damage the refinery a bit. Like with those bullets or missiles or whatever you want to call them now. I don't know if you can really call it a bullet that comes out of a Spectre. It probably is. Is it a minigun that's supposed to be bolted on the side of it? Don't even know. That's a cannon, isn't it? Can you call them bullets? Probably rounds. There. SiZe now pushing on the right-hand side, and looks like he's actually going to be able to go in and cause some damage. He's actually floating a bit of cash now as well. There's a lot of buggies, though. There is a lot of buggies. This is what I was waiting for from Peace Lover. We haven't seen till now. Let's get rid of 2 Vs very, very quick. SiZe floating 10k. I personally think that Peace Lover's still got a good chance here. Even though SiZe is doing that thing and floating loads of cash again, he's building a particle. I think the buggies and the quads might just be able to win it. Maybe a carpet bomb could wipe out the entire army and then SiZe could come in with Vs. Maybe that could happen. Here it comes. Literally called it. If Peace Lover pops his army there, this carpet could be devastating. But he's actually done the carpet on the oils. Okay, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. Did lose all of his Vs, though. Could have wiped out that entire army there and maybe cleared that position with the Vs. But he has still killed 2 oils. So you can just... Can you chill, though? You're only 1 oil up, I think. Or is it even? I think it might be even. But you have got the support powers. You should be able to take out Peace Lover's oils over time. Yeah, still quite a lot of buggies here, and there's another wave ready to go. It's actually RPGs now. Maybe he wants to make battle buses. Does have a battle bus. Let's get suicided for a King Raptor. There will be another battle bus. Yeah, just these buggies are so hard to deal with. And he does not have the rocket upgrade. But that definitely would be useful because you saw how easy you can just click on these and just delete them from the map. Saw how easy that was for SiZe in the previous game. Yeah, SiZe looking under a lot of pressure though. Like, how do you deal with that at the moment? SiZe having to run away with his Vs because he just can't fight them at the moment. Another firebase is going to fall. Another firebase being rebuilt here. I think Peaceliver is going to get himself on the scoreboard. He pops a bunch of quads here, but not really necessary. I think just keep going for the trade. You're happy to lose these couple of tunnels here, I think. Because you're literally going to kill SiZe's main base here, probably even the CC. And then SiZe might even be Dozer hunted. You could probably kill that Dozer there. And that Dozer there, and then just go and kill the CC. The firepower in this can kill the CC probably pretty quick. King Raptor comes in again, another quad falls. V's still going around clearing things up. Colonel Burton's planted a bomb on the oil. But the V's are losing their numbers a little bit. The V's turn around. Sorry, the buggies turn around. The Rebel ambush has wiped out some of the V's. And now there's only one V left. Only one V. CC still alive for now. SiZe is rebuilding another CC over on the left. King Raptor's coming in again. Still favoring Peaceliver's position. Both players are floating 11k and 14k. Of course they are. I mean, SiZe probably can't spend it at the moment. Probably would at least be making MDs though from there, wouldn't you? I don't think SiZe can win this. I don't think SiZe can win this, honestly. Yeah, SiZe has pretty much only got these King Raptors, but when you've got such a small little base and there's so many quads out with AP ammo, what can these quads and what can these King Raptors get done, really? That Raptor's going to repair in the air and then start moving quicker as it gets repaired past a certain point. Carpet bomb comes in, but it's missed the spot because Peaceliver's baited it out. And that is very nice. Looking like a definite win here for Peaceliver. Oh, that Amphirex bomb is going to be painful. Kills a load of MDs. He gets the bounty money for that. SiZe needs to put an ambulance over there. With the clear radiation ability. Peaceliver might lose some buggies here. Nope. He's got enough markets and enough oils to keep himself going, I think. Both of SiZe's oils here have gone down. SiZe is just fighting to the death, really, isn't he? I mean, with Air Force and a few Vs, some oils, King Raptors, you've always got a chance. He is level 5. No, he's not level 5, actually. Peaceliver's level 5. Particle Cannon is ready to fire. But it's just that main army there is a major problem. Spectre fails to kill an oil. Yeah, Peaceliver's actually delayed himself pushing in here because he's scared of the Anthrax a little bit. Particle Cannon trying to do some damage, and yes, he's gonna. That's a big hit out of the economy, taking out a supply. But still, the problem is these buggies. That even gets rid of Colonel Burton with those buggies. SiZe is now level 5. Leaflet Bomb comes in. But it only stops the battle burst. SiZe has actually switched to Comanches. And he's actually going to repel this attack with the Comanches. Did not think the Peaceliver expected that. I knew he made a few Comanches, but I didn't think he got them all upgraded and actually in those kind of numbers. But there's a load of quads pushing, and with AP ammo. And constantly reinforced, also a battle bus. I have to say, them Comanches probably aren't going to last very long. Looks like SiZe is actually going for the base trade. I think SiZe is going to lose his main base. He's trying to do something with these Comanches, but all it requires is like one Stinger and a few quads. Those Comanches should be stopped, I think. One quad gets popped right in front of the Comanches, and SiZe has been defeated. Yeah, GG. Well played there from Peace Lover. Tox winning both times. You probably wouldn't normally expect that on any normal map and normal conditions, but here, Merry or Peace Lover was able to get himself on the scoreboard there. 3-1 is now the score. Okay, jumping into the next game. What game are we on now? Game number 5. Up in the top right of Dralim Desert with the orange player, with the Jelly Vanilla, which is Big SiZe. Down in the bottom left, we have the Cyan, I believe USA. This time, yeah, USA. Vanilla with the bottom left position. This is Peace Lover or Merry. Got 2 supplies from Peace Lover. I think it's pretty standard. You're not going to really do anything other than that. I mean, unless you're Marikar, he likes to make 95 barracks, a load of MDs, a load of Rangers to grab the oils, and then we'll build a war factory later. But the more standard build is 2 supplies into a war factory, and then a barracks. SiZe is prepared with his terrorists in case of any dozer drop, and then he's got 2 tunnels here. Because you've got this like middle natural obstacle here. You build a tunnel there, and you build a tunnel there, and you garrison this building and garrison this building, or this one, for example. You have a large chunk of the map off. Then it's only the extremes where the enemy can pass then freely. These towers don't actually have that much HP against the blob of Vs. If there's only like 1 RPG in there, even if there's loads of RPGs in there, the buildings do go down pretty easily. One dozer there of Peace Lover gets taken down pretty much for free. V does find a worker over here from SiZe, which goes down. Technical now from SiZe over to the right hand side. Technical over on the left as well is RPGs dropped off. And Peace Lover is just going to make a run for it. I think he is going to lose that V, and he does. The technical even survives. That is a killer blow. TNT comes in, hits a supply. Yeah, that's a really bad start there for Peace Lover. He's lost everything for free. He has only killed that 1 technical there and gained 51 XP. The dozer died. Supply died. Most of the rangers there died. That V died and the MD inside of it died. And yeah, that's looking like a very positive start there from SiZe. Maybe losing that 1 game has fired him up a little bit. You don't want to make SiZe angry. Make him try hard. Otherwise, it'll be a very tough ask. Is Peace Lover just going to go for a drop over the top? I think he is. SiZe should see this coming. He is right in the base here. Thinks that power plant will get hit. And SiZe has got an opportunity now. Does he want to go in for the base trade, or does he want to go and try and defend against this drop that's coming in? Whichever thing he does is probably majorly at an advantage. But yeah, needs to probably wait for those Vs to come in before he engages with that as well. So Vs are dropped off in the base. Barracks is going to be the first thing to be hit, but there is the terrorist. Oh my god, I can't believe that terrorist just hit. Nothing is going Peace Lover's way. He just didn't see it. He must have been looking back in his base. He must have been putting these Chinooks doing something. Oh man, that is absolutely devastating. What does that tell you, though, about the mental state of the players? Like, you just lost a game there in 340. You let a terrorist hit that shouldn't have hit. I don't know. It is one of the things, if you're not looking for a second, that can happen. But nothing in that particular game there went Peace Lover's way. Even from the very first dozers, the very first V. The technical even survived. The TNT hit perfectly from SiZe. Yeah, very, very convincing win there for SiZe 4-1. Okay, jumping into the reverse. Let's see if Peace Lover is able to pull a convincing win like that and make things even in this particular matchup on Dralim Desert. Pull it back to 4-2. But if he lets this slip and goes to 5-1, that's looking very, very grim indeed. Down in the bottom left, got Big SiZe with the orange USA Vanilla. Up in the top right, we've got the Cyan player with a Jelly Vanilla, which is Peace Lover. Slight variation here from Peace Lover. He is going for 2 tunnels in the base. And his war factory is in a little bit of a different position. There's a dozer drop coming from SiZe. I think SiZe does like to doze drop often. And then I think he even likes to pick up a V. And... oh, no, he doesn't actually pick up a V. He actually more so often does an aggressive supply like that and then drives forward with the dozer. And then Vs from there will harass your supplies. So probably 2 tunnels on your supplies actually isn't a bad idea because Vs are going to rock up at some point. Could argue that tunnel needs to be a little bit deeper, though, so it actually protects the supply line. Like if a V gets there, for example, it's not providing defense. That tunnel in particular. What is that? I just said SiZe doesn't like to drop Vs, and here he is doing it. And like I said, that tunnel's not providing the defense. If it was more there, got more chance of it clipping the V a little bit. But this is distracting Peace Liver a lot. You need to make a quad. He's cancelled whatever he was making from there. He's made a technical and he's just cancelled it. This V is wrecking. The Hellfire causing problems, and Peace Liver's losing all of his terrorists. Every single terrorist. This is an awful start here for Peace Liver. I honestly think in that last game, you know, where nothing went his way, I think it's mentally broken. I think it has... yeah, mentally broken. That and probably SiZe is just better anyway, I think. Yeah, really bad start there for Peace Liver. He got harassed. I'm not sure exactly how many workers went down, but he was delayed mining here for a while. All of his terrorists got stopped, which is like $1,000 worth of terrorist. I think his technical died as well. Technical now entering the base of SiZe. It is just probably 2 RPGs inside of there, though, so I'm not convinced it's going to do a hell of a lot. There's already a lot of Vs out for SiZe. Is there a terrorist in there? There is 1 terrorist, but that gets stopped as well. SiZe might lose a Chinook here. Needs to pull that back instantly. Lays it very low. I think 1 more hit and that Chinook would have died. Peace Liver building a demo trap. You know things are desperate when GLA Vanilla's building a demo trap. It's alright for demo, and I actually encourage demo to build loads. But GLA Vanilla demo traps, they're more expensive. They do less damage than the demo ones. But SiZe doesn't have a drone, and it's actually quite rare he has drones, to be fair. So he could lose. He could lose all of his Vs to a demo trap. There's a possibility. Tech RPG finds one of the dozers of SiZe, but he's got another one. Dozer just go down, technical survives. There are drones now, so that demo trap should be detected. It might be able to grab 1 V if he's lucky, but he's just going to go past it. And yeah, SiZe kills it anyway, just so it doesn't get him on the way back. If he does go back, I think he might just win the game here because the arms dealer is exposed and the barracks. Technicals now coming in, but they're too few in the numbers. That is a TNT. Does get stopped though. No Vs have gone down, and SiZe has the tow upgrade. And that is looking very, very bad for Peace Liver. I don't think he can win from here. It is looking like a 5-1 for big SiZe. Well played to him. He'll be very comfortable with that position going into the next games as well. 5-1 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next match. We're on Forest of Camelot. A very, very beautiful map. Another map by TK Leo. Down in the bottom left, you have the GLA Vanilla for the orange player, which is big SiZe. Looks like we're our first GLA mirror on our hands, because up in the top right, we have the Sign player with a Tox, which is Peace Liver. So I think on this map, probably it's kind of balanced. You probably still would favor the Tox, because if there ends up being a big Scorpion battle in the wide open spaces like here, then the Scorpions for the Tox are obviously stronger. SiZe's going to go for a TNT. He's going for a double barracks. Actually, triple barracks. Interesting there from SiZe. Has he practiced that? I feel like he's practiced that. Yeah, that's kind of nice from SiZe. You don't often see SiZe improvising like that. Usually he will just do a supply and leave it wide open. maybe he's taken some lessons from Fargo, because Fargo popularized this multiple fake barracks, because they only cost like $125, but they do provide a lot of protection. Yeah, that's a perfect box there from SiZe. That's very nice. I think he's seen someone do that and he's copied it, or he's obviously come up with it himself, but to do it here, I kind of like that. First tentacle is out across the map. I was going to say faster than Peace Lovers, but actually Peace Lover is also across the map. Probably going to stop this rebel. Let's stop the rebel. Peace Lover can't get in and kill the workers anywhere, actually. It's the perfect boxing. You can tell SiZe wants to win the World Series when he's actually perfectly boxed all of his workers. And it's actually Peace Lovers workers who are exposed. I think that is perfectly boxed. Even though it looks like a little bit of a gap there, I think that's kind of nice. Two workers down at the bottom right. The Peace Lover mean to do that. Losing a lot of workers here. It's actually normally the other way around. Usually SiZe is the one losing the workers and not doing the perfect boxing. But yeah, turns out the tides have turned. Things have changed. Yeah, not convinced Peace Lover needed two workers down here. Big tech RPG push here from Big SiZe in the base of Peace Lover. So many RPGs here have been left exposed a little bit. But maybe Peace Lover's got enough now to clear this. Does decide to back off for a second. SiZe could actually grab himself a super tech there with M2. Peace Lover once again. Workers are getting harassed up on the top of the map. But yeah, because he's kind of left these on their own now, they should go down to a quad. Actually, they wrecked the quad as well. Rebel should be able to deal with that, I think. There's a Rebel in the middle. Could have already captured that oil, you know, but I think because he's paying attention everywhere else, I think it slowed him down a bit. Down in the bottom right, SiZe is going to grab an oil of his own. I do like that sneaky tunnel, you know. I'm not quite sure how he's got it there, but I do like it. SiZe once again harassing the workers. Peace Lover could get himself a super tech, or at least a grenade tech. SiZe, actually, yeah, super tech. He can get himself a super tech. Needs to upgrade that one with that scrap. Is he going to do it, though? I don't know why he didn't grab himself a super tech there. I don't know why. He's got himself grenade techs, though. I suppose they're still strong. And the technical engagements, Peace Lover's now killing SiZe's oil. And Peace Lover goes for a big power play here. Dropping off a Rebel and a load of RPGs inside of this building, and actually that could kill the tunnel there of SiZe, which could leave this whole area exposed. That's the only alive tunnel for SiZe. So yeah, that is a major play there of Peace Lover. Could have redeemed himself. He still does not have the middle oil. He could have had that so long ago. But his multitasking apparently not up to the task today. Yeah, if you had a super tech, see that building and this building would have to be sold. Like, it'd be killed so easily. SiZe loses the technical in the middle. SiZe on the double arms dealer scorpion spam. Yeah, I feel like if Peace Lover wins, it's mainly due to that move now, you know. SiZe is going to try and clear the middle though. I'm still so confused why that middle oil is not captured. Because that Rebel has been there for literally the entire game. I'm so confused. It's been there for at least the last 2.5 or 3 minutes. There's actually a push now from Peace Lover on SiZe's base. SiZe pops a load of scorpions. Should be able to hold this, but there are quite a lot of RPGs in there. Peace Lover. A big push now from SiZe in Peace Lover's base. Maybe recognizing he needs to make something happen because he has lost that top left position. It's just like on Sand Scorpion. But if you lose the bottom left island on Sand Scorpion, it's exactly the same as that situation. You need to make something happen yourself. SiZe's pushing a lot of Scorpions, but it is pushing into some RPGs, and there's a terrorist out now for Peace Lover, so you should be able to hold this thing, even though it's not looking amazing. Remember as well, if you had a super tech, this would be a lot easier to hold, because these tentacles are currently doing no damage to the Scorpions. But the Scorpions are thinning out anyway from the Scorpions of Peace Lover. Quad's now being brought in for SiZe, but a little bit late to the party. Would have been nice to have them with the Scorps before. Peace Lover's on 1 oil, on 2 oils, and on a 3rd supply. Whereas SiZe is on a 3rd supply, and he's on 2 oils as well. So it's actually kind of even in terms of the economies. Terrorist definitely pays for itself. Kills a quad cannon there, and heavily damages a Scorpion. Looks like there's been a TNT there. That could be a TNT. It is a super tech now, being brought a little bit close to the front, but actually Peace Lover's having some good success. If he wins this position and either takes out that oil or captures it for himself, he's in a very strong position, because then you're controlling both the flanks, down in the bottom right with 2 oils and up in the top left with 2 supplies. Definitely feel like that needs to be clicked on now. It's now time for that to be clicked on. Even if it's just 1 RPG, as long as it's going down eventually, because otherwise he has to keep that tentacle there all the time. So he's clearing this annoying tunnel position in his base, but I have a feeling that's going to be really hard to crack later on, you know, because with that build in there and these tox tunnels, it's going to be very difficult. SiZe's now losing his supply up in the top left. He's not going to sell it, so he's going to give XP to the enemy here. Does not want to do that because he's not level 3 now, whereas Peace Lover is level 3. This supply is mined out. That supply is mined out. I do wonder, you know, some of these fast supplies that mine out, I do wonder if the games overall would be better if they're more full. If they were both 30k, would the games just overall be better? I don't know. Depends if you want to see more micro with less units, or do you want to see big battles, higher macro? It's still going to be good either way. Just depends what you prefer to see. I prefer to see massive battles. You probably would have guessed it. If I have a choice of 200 tanks versus 200 tanks, 20 versus 20, I will pick the 200 versus 200 every single time. SiZe has a lot of tunnels in the middle. He definitely wants to hold that middle oil position, although that is susceptible to a TNT. So although there's a lot of tunnels, they're not directly around the oil like Fargo style. SiZe's got an annoying position to push through here at the moment. These supplies. Yeah, it's probably not something you want to push into. Peace Lover also has the bounty money now. SiZe building a CC. Peace Lover's probably placed the CC and then cancelled it. SiZe is here with a toxin tractor, and he's flushed out that building. It is very important to reoccupy that building as fast as possible for Peace Lover. He's got RPGs lying around, but if he loses that position, he has... That's a big fault, really. That should have been well protected. Yeah, SiZe is now on his palace. Peace Lover's just in hold mode. He just needs to hold. That's all he needs to do. Yes, SiZe has got the middle. He's got an oil in that supply. But Peace Lover is holding this position. He's got 2 extra supplies up here, and he's got 2 oils down in the bottom right. So he really just needs to hold SiZe back, and he's got the stronger army. He's ahead in XP. So Peace Lover looks like he might be able to make it to 5-2 here. I think there was also a case that army could have just carried on pushing, you know, because I'm not convinced SiZe could hold it. Yeah, he's got a few things in there, but against all them RPGs, I suppose Jean Monkel is out now. But yeah, you could have kept him busy with that army whilst you prepare your next wave and attack somewhere else, I think. I think all the momentum is now with Peace Lover in this particular game. That terrorist there could finish off that, but SiZe throws in the towel. GG. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. A little bit ropey in the beginning, a little bit rocky in the beginning. But actually, overall, gets himself the win regardless, and it's a 5-2, and it's definitely winnable in the reverse, but you have to favour the Tox, but it's definitely winnable. Okay, jumping into the reverse. Up in the top right with the Gilet Tox with the orange color. This is big size. Down in the bottom left, we have the sign player with the Gilet Vanilla, which is Peace Lover. So yeah, definitely winnable. Is Peace Lover going to be more aggressive? It looks like this could be the setup for a more aggressive stance. Could be a TNT. He's not done fake barracks, indicating that he wants to go like boxing things in and just running around with a technical. This looks like a TNT to me. Saying that, though, he's made a rebel. He's not sent any worker down to the bottom right. I find that weird. I think a most standard build here is like what Peace Lover is doing, and yes, go for one oil. You definitely want to have a worker here. Definitely want to have a presence in mid, and you definitely want to have a presence there. It's like quite simple. Every route, just like on League of Legends or any game like that, you want to have a presence in each of the lanes. He has center worker now, maybe a little bit late. SiZe the first to build a tunnel there. Both players have got a tunnel up in the middle, but SiZe is more favorable to capture that oil, I think. It's just closer to the oil. And over on the left-hand side, both players looks like they're going to get a tunnel. You got a decision to make when you build a tunnel over on the left. On the top left, I mean. Do you want to build it near the bunker so you've got a really good defensible position? Or do you want to build it out a little bit further forward? Gain more map control, but it's also a little bit more exposed and not got the protection of the bunker. Rebel has been placed down in the bottom right. Technical for SiZe comes in and annihilates a load of RPGs. Gets himself a vet too. SiZe with the decent box again. I feel like he's just experienced on this map. You know, that is a nice little box he's got going on. SiZe might even be able to win against that technical. Nah, I don't think so, actually. No. Tech RPG here from SiZe, though. This worker got denied. No tunnel. And SiZe is already pressuring the arms dealer, actually. A little bit awkward here. No tunnel at all covering the arms dealer. But a lot of technicals coming in there. We'll chase that away from SiZe. Peace Lover now expanded up in the top left. He's on himself. Found himself on a third supply. He's got himself one oil. Where SiZe is not on a third supply or any oil. So Peace Lover's ahead in economy here. And he's got a lot of technicals keeping SiZe busy in his own base. Yeah, probably just leave that man behind. GG for the RPG. Yeah, kind of okay for Peace Lover. That oil capture in the middle is going to be denied. Another tunnel up in the top left. SiZe very slow to expand to a third here. Big pop from Peace Lover. He might be able to actually clear that tunnel. He's got a lot of technicals at the front, though. Does run away with that one. Just distracts the fire of the Tox tunnel. But I think he's going to be able to clear it. SiZe is gaining ground at the bottom right there. Yeah, SiZe does get completely cleared from the middle. He's got an 82% tunnel here and needs to cancel. The Peace Lover is setting up a defensive line of tunnels here, but that's going to go down as well. Bit of a Fargo pop there, I feel. What has that really done? Not a lot. Killed one RPG, I think. But if Peace Lover can kind of stabilize, maybe get this oil back, he's in a really good position because he's the faster player to expand up in the top left. He's got more tunnels on a Stinger up in the top left. He's got he had a decent hold in the middle, but SiZe is now pumping out them Scorpions with rockets and actually clearing things up. The problem is, the Peace Lover is that he has to make quads to take out the RPGs, whereas SiZe doesn't have to make quads because he can just wreck things with the Scorpions because he fired the Tox shells as standard. Peace Lover killing his own oil down at the bottom right. I think capturing that back would be a better idea. I think killing it's just the lazy way. Or maybe he's happy just to kill that and then settle for pouring all his energy into the top left. That worker there could be stopped. That supply is actually blocking the defense of that building. Peace Lover has got the Scorpion rockets now. Looks like he will stop that tunnel getting up. But SiZe is coming in from the rear here with his own Scorpions. Yeah, SiZe really trying to defend this position. SiZe recaptured the middle. Recaptured the ground, I mean, now capturing the oil. Yeah, SiZe is still looking a bit vulnerable in this top left. It's a very important engagement. If SiZe gets kicked from this area, it is absolutely huge. Just like I said before, just like on Sand Scorpion. Peace Lover's also building a market. So he's way ahead in tech. SiZe only just finishing his palace. Whereas a fake market is already being built for Peace Lover. He's going to have worker shoes faster. He's going to win the game faster. SiZe's ahead on XP though. And he does have an oil advantage down at the bottom right and an oil advantage in the middle. So SiZe, I suppose, just needs to hold this line. And then he's enjoying an advantage already. He could also build a supply there in the middle, which he is doing actually. He's bringing a lot of Scorpions over here. This is true big size style. He likes to go heavy on the Scorpions. And maybe Peace Lover will get kicked from this position. Jarman Kelly's already out. Buggies are starting to be made. SiZe expanded with a supply here and a supply in the middle. So he's what? 2 supplies and 2 oils up at the moment. Peace Lover is going for a TNT on this bottom right oil there. Does get it. Final terrorist there gets shot by the tunnel. Battle bus is out for Peace Lover. He does not have worker shoes though. Major problem. We'll keep that worker selected until he's got it. Oh, he's got it now. There we go. The world is at peace. Peace Lover's got the worker shoes. Yeah, buggies are out. A little bit close to the Scorpions. Need to go back for a second. Battle bus here with the buggies. Should be able to clear up the Scorpions with a decent bit of micro. But it's just SiZe's economy getting scarily big now, isn't it? That is the problem. SiZe takes out a battle bus. I think he's happy with that. Just to now go back. That's an expensive unit that's gone down to the hole now. Yeah, you don't want to evac a battle bus when the TOC shells are still there because your RPGs won't survive. They spawn on half HP when the battle bus goes down. They take half damage. Nice little cheeky demo trap there, but could be dealing with a little bit further forward. Scorpions are going to press in. Buggies need to go back and defend the base. And the buggies will defend. SiZe is really slowly building a demo trap there. That's another thing about the GLA vanilla demo traps is that they build slower than like demo, for example. For demo, they build so quick. Big pop here from SiZe. I think he's getting the buggy numbers up himself now as well. There is a Jarman Kell advantage at the moment for Peace Lover. Snipes one of the buggies there of SiZe, but is SiZe just too economically ahead now for too long? I mean, yes, that oil got killed, but that supply is basically free. That supply is basically free. That oil is basically free. And that oil is an advantage too because he's killed the one there. So Peace Lover's got all the economy against him at the moment. To stand any chance, he would have to at least kick SiZe off this supply. I think he had a few opportunities as well, because SiZe for a while only had this one tunnel here. Or was it? It was even a little bit further forward. I think it was like there. That's all SiZe had there for ages. Yeah, if he wasn't Tox, you could even TNT it. That's something you could go for on this map. Only recently watched the Gillet Mirror on Sand Scorpion, where someone went for a TNT on the tunnel early and actually won the game for it on Sand Scorpion. But this map is like an inversed version of Sand Scorpion. Toxin tractor there. Peace Lover. Going to be a bit annoying. It is going to kill some workers. SiZe has been probably a little bit too good with these buggies. He's ahead in XP. And I think he's ahead with the money. He's ahead with Scud Storms. He's going to have 2 pop-ups very soon. Yeah, these supplies with this amount of workers, it's too much cash for SiZe. He's actually starting to float 10k as well. So when he starts to float that amount, you know, it's probably a win. And that means SiZe is going to be 1 away from victory. So yeah, Peace Lover really needed this one. He can't afford any more slip-ups if he does lose this one. Scud Storm is out. Rebel Ambush using top of the buggies, and all the momentum is with SiZe at the moment, up in his top position. Peace Lover doing what he can to defend with the buggies. SiZe is just continuing to pump him out back at home. Yeah, he's probably going to pop another big blob now. There we go, yeah. Yeah, SiZe really starting to float now. He's got 12k. Yeah, okay trade-off there for Peace Lover. He took out 2 buggies just for his 1. But ultimately, though, SiZe is pushing Peace Lover back. And I think once he gets kicked off the supply, he might just quit, you know, because behind this, he's only got 3 markets. Third one only just being built, and that is it. Yeah, GG. Well played to Big SiZe. He's looking too big today. For Peace Lover, 6-2 is the score. And Peace Lover can only, has to win every game from this point. It's a best of 13, so first to win 7. He has to win 5 games in a row, and SiZe just needs to win any of the next 1 games. That's it. Okay, jumping into the next match. We have Blossoming Valley as the map, and it's actually the very first matchup I played against Fargo. Up in the top, we have the orange Gillet Demolition for Big SiZe. And down in the south, we have the Sign Player with the USA Air Force for Peace Lover or Mary. He's going for a 3-dozer build order. That indicates to me he's going for Comanches. It's a very old school build order. I actually stole way back in the day off Google when he did it for me and did it against me. Make a dozer to run forward and keep SiZe distracted. I think SiZe will be familiar with it though. If I've seen it and I remember it from way back in the day, I think SiZe knows this. Actually, it's not even that though. Peace Lover varying it up. Going for a War Factory and a dozer drop behind it. Okay. Has he got enough cash, though, to make all the Chinooks? Yeah, apparently he does. Okay. It's just his barracks and his first V that's going to be delayed because you made an extra dozer. Is that dozer going to achieve anything, though? SiZe has gone for 3 supplies. Yeah, when I played this as my first game against Fargo, obviously I lost with the Demolition, and Fargo also lost with the Demolition. What the hell is that dozer doing? But I do think that Air Force is vastly superior against Demo. For Demo, you've got expensive technicals, you've got expensive quads, and they're the 2 main things you're going to be making against Air Force, whereas Air Force has got loads of good things going for it. The support powers, the PDLs, Firebases are amazing. You've got Search and Destroy Vs, you can go Comanches, you can go Raptors. There's so many good things going for the Air Force. Peace Lover has been ultra aggressive though, but he's going to run into a terrorist once again. Almost. SiZe never control fires the ground, or very rarely controls fires the ground. Just lets the terrorist chase after it normally. But Peace Lover has just ran 2 Vs to their death. Yeah, it's trying to keep up with the aggression. I'm just confused Why that V didn't go in after it killed the terrorist and try and run over some workers, and what happened to that one, I'm not really sure. It could also be dropping him with a Chinook rather than just walking him in. Peace Lover's now expanding to a third supply. SiZe of the aggressive worker on the right side, building an aggressive tunnel. This tentacle might get stopped, but this one is probably going to get in. Ooh, even that one's going to get in. And what is in it? RPG. Going to try and go for one of the dozers. What is that one? It's a tech RPG. Not going to achieve anything. Here's another tentacle from SiZe. Is that the real thing? Is that a TNT this time? It is. And it does hit its target. Okay, so you've taken out a supply. The thing is, though, what you can do is just long distance collect from there. Just 2 Chinooks on there, 2 Chinooks on there. You don't necessarily have to do that, but okay, he is. Yeah, as the Air Force, you just need to hold against this aggression. SiZe is under pressure. He has to make things happen now. Because if you just settle into a 3 supply versus 3 supplies, the Air Force has all the advantages. Yeah, SiZe pops a load of RPGs. He's got a terrorist in there as well. Might be able to take down the supply here, but with the PDLs, you could probably just fly them over the RPGs and then come in with the Vs, I think. Should be able to clear that up, but are these mostly empty? Yes, they are. Quad's now been made for big size. Combat Chinook, actually. But we saw how well combat Chinooks went for Peace Lover before. Technical from SiZe over on the left-hand side, but Peace Lover's trying to grab himself 2 oils. Is SiZe going to recognize this and actually stop it? Because if he doesn't, Peace Lover's going to win, you know, because Peace Lover's also winning this engagement thanks to the combat Chinook. Yeah, if he gives him 3 supplies and 2 oils and Air Force on that amount of cash, that's very, very dangerous. A few Vs have gone down for this, though. SiZe could pop a load of quads from there because he has been making quads. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, these combat Chinooks not been the greatest micro, just completely left. It's very weird. But he did grab himself 2 oils and he is on 3 supplies. That supply has been TNT'd again, though. He's collecting on too many Chinooks on his main. Another V is fallen. And a big quad pop here from SiZe. Tunnel goes down, but he's already committed to all these quads. And I don't think there's enough to hold against that. There's 3 Chinooks over here that are primed and ready for the kill. For the killing, rather. Or the killed. For the killing. Yeah, 3 of them do fall. 1 of them has ran off. Is Peace Lover dead here? Like he was in such a good economic position, but he just didn't have enough units out. And those quads can just get tucked around the back, and SiZe will be preparing another round for them to go. SiZe just continues into the back of the base. That's the last dozer. That is the last dozer. He's probably gonna hunt him. It's going to be close, man. It's oh, Peace Lover turned around at the wrong point. What are you doing, Peace Lover? He turned around. The dozer, man. Oh, it's dead. Why did you turn around with MVs? That's a miss, micro. That's a panic. And Peace Lover is hunted. Peace Lover's out of the World Series, man. Because as soon as you move out, SiZe, who's already taken his supply, is just going to come in with an army of quads and wipe you out. And if you try and focus on this, SiZe is probably going to come with a TNT. He's already making terrorists. It's quite impressive for SiZe, to be fair. Yeah, I suppose he needed to get that dozer home because he's let the enemy take 2 oils. He has got a lot of supplies. This is his 6th supply. And he probably built it at the 6th minute. One of the oils now going to get focused down by the quads on SiZe's side of the map. Yeah, I feel like SiZe does need to get this TNT off soon. What is he going to go for? The power of the war factory is probably some of the easiest things there to get and some of the most valuable. I think running into that is a death trap. Is he going to turn around? He's going to go for the power. Yeah, he's going to get the power. Does get it as well. Yeah, he's low power. Peace Lover's in a very difficult situation. He's still got his production, but it's like producing at half speed now without power. But SiZe has still got a lot of Vs to worry about. That's for sure. Pathfinder's now out as well. We'll have to check in a second if a palace has been built. There's demo bikes. Demo Rebel Ambush could deal with this. Palace is being built on the right. Is it a little bit at risk though if the Vs continue on this path down the right side? Which it looks like they are going to do. There's a demo trap right there. A few demo traps dotted around here as well. Needs to be careful that demo trap goes a little bit close to it, but he has detected it now. Palace is finished. 1v falls. But the Palace is going to get stopped. He's going a little bit close again to the quads. But they've got the cancel on the Palace in return for just 1v. That'd be a little bit too close there to the demo trap. Is SiZe going to be able to hold against these Vs? They're quite full. I don't think they're completely full, but they are quite full. SiZe is chasing them at the moment. Remember, Peace Lover cannot afford to lose this game or he's out of the World Series. Every V here he loses might be more and more of his chances in the World Series gone. And he's losing the Vs. The Vs are thinning out. I don't think them two Vs and an ambulance are going to be able to win from that position there, trapped against the corner of the map. That is looking like it's going to be it. If the Vs go that way, they're dead, and if they go that way, they're dead. SiZe got any more units to go from this tunnel? Doesn't matter anyway, does it? Doesn't matter anyway. Oh, Peace Lover is here with a combat Chinook, though. He is in the middle trying to make something happen with the combat Chinook, but there is quite a lot of quads out for SiZe. I'm not quite sure that is the unit of choice. But while SiZe is distracted, though, it is making light work of the tunnels, but a big quad pop and another combat Chinook falls. Yeah, combat Chinooks haven't worked as amazingly as they probably should for Peace Lover throughout this whole match. But SiZe is just looking quite solid. Building a CC, top of the map, building a new palace. Maybe that's where the first palace should have been. Like a more safe finish. I mean, yes, it's a good defense when you load it full of RPGs. But I think the value of getting the Jean Mankel out, the buggies and the demo bikes and stuff like that, and the demo Rebel Ambush, the demo upgrade from the palace, I think that's all more valuable than the little bit of defense that it provides. I say a little bit, it is quite a solid defense. Is SiZe getting the bounty money? Nope. Don't think he is. Yeah, Peace Lover's running into all kinds of demo traps, all kinds of quads, and it's looking very, very decent for SiZe. I think he's going to progress. He's going to be through to the semi-final, where he'll face against Fargo. I think Fargo, on his current form, is favourite, you know? He's beating SiZe in a lot of challenges. Places a beacon. Probably for us to read Waka Waka. Waka Waka Peace Lover. What's it going to be? Losing every unit. Can't play more horrible than this. GG.
You are victorious.
Yeah, unfortunately not his day. His big SiZe is too big, too solid. I don't think SiZe played like unstoppable. He just played like his normal solid self. Maybe Peace Lover just had a bad day. Maybe he should have been practicing against better opposition. I saw on Gentle he was playing Apo, is that Apocalypse, before the big SiZe games. In my opinion, you should be playing the hardest games possible. You should be playing against the Excals, Boyka, Fargo, even me. If it had messaged me and asked me to play and warm him up before the games, I would have done it. Likewise, if SiZe would have messaged me, I would have done it as well. You should be playing, even though, if it's Apocalypse, even though IWUB Apo is strong, I would have personally been playing like the hardest opposition. If you asked Marikar for games, I could have guaranteed you would have got games. If you asked to play like Vivid or someone like that, or Excal, someone like that, you probably would have got games as well. So in my opinion, yeah, in the run-up, you should have been spamming high-level games against hard players like Staz, SPL, these kind of guys. But yeah, ultimately, SiZe is too strong and finds himself to another semi-finals and another World Series where he'll face against Fargo. Let me know who you think will win that in the comments. And the other one is XCal Vivid, which is scheduled now, I think, for like the 26th of November, something like that. And I will be live streaming it. So as soon as that's 100% confirmed, I'll set up the live stream for it. So GG, well played. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.